Bienvenidos a su programa Ventana Educativa. Este espacio es patrocinado por la Biblioteca de la Universidad Pedagógica de San Pedro Sula. Gracias por acompañarnos.
Hello everyone, my name is Julia Aquino, so I will talk to you about my first day teaching. So I studied in a school for being a teacher, so I didn't have like a big problem to teach. And in my first day when I was at school, so we did it in the classroom, so with my classmates. So I was a little bit excited, but at the same time I was nervous. Why nervous? So my classmates said, so you're always ready for everything, but I'm like those kind of people who like to do things very good. So that's why I was nervous, because I know that my teacher expect like a very nice things about me. So I was like, so my classmate was telling many things that are not appropriated, like, so I want to go to the bathroom, I want to drink water, can you give me permission to go to the bathroom, can you give me permission to go and buy something? And I was like, oh my God. So we had been in recess and you were asking me for permission. And my teacher told me, so you don't have to talk like that to your students. Remember that they are in first grade. So, and I was like, oh my God, they are my classmate, but also they are my students. So, and I have to like know how I'm going to talk to them, because they are not my classmate in that moment. They are my students. And I was like a little bit serious, but also like angry with them, because they didn't know how to behave in that moment. And I said, oh, okay, when you have to teach, I will do the same things that you are doing. But when we go to the school, so it was different, because my first time like teaching formally was in a preschool, because it was the first practice that we did. So I did it in a school in Tocoa, Colom. So it was very nice, good. So I didn't have like problems. So I was also very sure about, because I study a lot before I go, and also our topics that are easy. So, and was good. I remember that the teacher from that school, or the principal, she always congrats my group, because we were always prepared. We bring materials, we take things that we are going to need in the classroom. And also the other teacher said that we were a nice group, because we take all the materials that we are going to need for that. And the next time that I had practice for telling like that, it can be like my first time in a job. So that it was totally different. Why? Because when I was at school, since I was in high school, I studied for being a teacher, as I said before. But when we go to the reality, when we go to the school, then we have to have our normal job. So it's totally different, because the behavior of the students is different, because the way that your boss asks you things, like for example materials, like for example the planning, so it's totally different as you learn. But you're going to do it according to your learning, but also you have to take some advantage about your boss says. So I did it in a school that I worked first, and I was working with preschool also. And I said, oh my God, I really love children. I think that I'm not going to have problem with them, teaching them. And I said, okay, my first day, I will do this activity. We were going to sing, then we are going to do this. But since we have many different kind of students in our classroom, so we have to know how we are going to manage our time, so how we are going to manage the activity, and which kind of activity we are going to give them, because they are needs, because the way they behave, because many things that we can have in a classroom. So I guess that was a very good experience, and was nice. and everything was like what I hope. Why I said what I hope? Because sometimes we create or we believe that we are going to do something and we don't do it. So that's why it's really important. So since we are going to become an expert, okay, because we are graduating from the university, so we have to learn many things that are going to help us at the moment that we are teaching to our students, and also that is not going to be our first time, but we are going to be acquire different knowledge according to the time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.